Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Damon Sluicer. No, that's not very creative. I don't try to workshop those. I try to let them come to me naturally as soon as I hit that record button, my brain's just scrambling. I'll try again. Welcome back to uh, uh uh I'm trying so hard. No, I'm trying so hard. Dragon's Silver. No, 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 no. Welcome back to Devil's Story. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's better. The Devil's Story. Um I've still got my red magic head because I'm wearing my money ring because I love money. Don't look at me like that. I already made this joke. I already made a joke about him being a little sassy little brat up there. But we don't need to worry about that. He's a good kid. He's good. Okay, so last episode was quite long. It was quite a long one. Ignore that item on the ground. I put that there. But we have a lot to look at and a lot to talk about just here because of how we ended off. We got all these souls, yeah. We got some new people to talk to and a few item descriptions to look at. Well, this one, right? The baby's nail. We picked this up from behind Miss F. Ool, Idol, I believe her name was. The baby's nail. A dagger coated with plague. The blade is curved like a talon. Often Oh no, you can't start me off like that. Often used by women and children for assassination. Among the various unique weapons, this one is especially sinister. Yeah, no kidding. Why do children? I guess because it's like, this is like a broadsword to a kid, right? Oh, I love how you hold it downward like that. You get like that good old like classic horror movie stab. Although you probably shouldn't push the dagger in the ground. It's not good for the blade. You know? Hey Thomas, can you hold on to?
Thank goodness, yours. I was worried.
You hold on to this item that's often used by women and children. You know, that thing that you don't really have anymore. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. You're good. You're a good friend, Thomas. I can always trust you.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
You're damn right I do. That's me, Vimis, a hero. With Night Rain out, I thought it only fitting that I do anything but play Night Rain. I will be playing more Night Rain, but I am. This is more my type of game than Night Rain. I'm still interested to see Night Rain through, but if you're wondering why content like this and or other challenge runs is getting focused, it's just because I'm in no rush to finish Night Rain. There's a lot of other stuff coming out soon that I would like to play, both like personally and for the channel, but yeah. That's why we're here, that's why we're doing what we're doing. Okay, yeah, let's talk to someone, one person really, well two, because we got a wizard. We acquired ourselves a whiz man. Look at him, right over there. I don't even think we talked to him yet. I saved your master, you little pompous shit.
You saved Sage Frake, did you not?
I did, I just said that.
I was right to bend the rules and teach you a few tricks.
You didn't teach me shit.
Nevertheless, I'm grateful to you. Do you see how important selfless acts are in this dreary
Oh
world?
my god, this guy.
What is it? Are you still begging for magic lessons?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so be it. Better than having you bother Sage Frake. Sage Frake prefers to work alone.
Yeah, that's why he's not sitting
Do
next
not
to you.
dare to bother him by gabbing about trifling nonsense.
This guy is...
He's on the verge of discovering something that will rival even the demon souls.
Sure. Yeah,
He's
sure.
on the
but-
verge.
Yeah, okay, you whatever.
I see.
Here's the thing. This guy, this pompous little bastard, this little prick. If you're a spellcaster, right? He is useless now that you have Sage Freak. So you never have to talk to this little shit again. Thank the Lord for that. The Lord of this world, whoever that is. Hey buddy, this is... I see it's clear that you've studied magic and not the magic of organization and good flow in your workplace. This is a mess, bro. You couldn't even stack the books straight. You gotta have them in those weird... Oh, look, those two towers right there are... They're mixing together. Ugh. Ugh, I do not like that. That book is face down on the ground. I know it's on his little bed sheet, but that's not good. This looks like stuff he's written on. He's written over text. I don't know, maybe it's something he found. There's an open book with a little picture in it. He's got his ashtray, because, I mean, he's clearly a smoker. These loose sheets of, like, scrolls. Well, they're not scrolls, they're like big sheets. Oh, it's a candle. Wait. This candle's on top of a book with an open book next to it. You can control the elements. You're a sorcerer. Do you not understand the... Whatever.
I have a proposal for you.
Oh?
Could you bring your demon souls to me? As I determine more about the essence of the soul, I can teach you new magic.
Oh, we
A
will...
demon soul is no mere amalgamation of lesser souls.
Oh?
You have your wits about you. Surely
could
you
say that,
understand me.
Okay, freak. The visionary.
Do you have a connection to the disciples?
The god people?
Do not pay attention to them if they speak poorly of me and my magic. Prayer is for the
All
foolish,
fake news, huh?
quaint, and soon to be dead.
Whoa!
And heaven forbid the day you find out what their so-called God really is.
Well, you know?
I was defeated and captured by the Golden Elder beyond that dungeon.
Oh.
Beware of him, for he manipulates souls.
Don't you do that?
He has power over dark souls.
Dark
Those
Souls!
susceptible to madness.
I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see. I'm pointing at the screen. Dark Souls. Does that mean there's light souls?
I know of 3 human leaders who became demons.
Okay.
King Alant of Boletaria, Astraea of the Valley of Defilement, and the Golden Elder of Latria.
Okay.
They have proven that humans can evolve to a higher
Big
state.
lore drops. Okay.
We were wrong to assume that only demons could do demon work.
Okay, so King Alant, Maiden Astraea, and this Golden Elder confirmed have ascended to demonhood. I guess we don't know much more than the implications of that, but he seems very confident. And I don't know if this is... He's called the Visionary. I don't know if this is a... if the subtext here is that he's so caught up in it all that he's not thinking straight about a lot of these things and maybe doesn't have the right interpretation, or if he is right, if he's actually right about all these people. But I guess that will be interesting to see. I don't know if we've heard any of those other people referred to as having become demons yet, but I could just be forgetting a piece of dialogue.
He has power over Dark Souls.
Okay. Dark Souls, Madness, and Paranoia. So let's see. Because finally we can see some of the spells that these weapons would have created. So the Doll Demon's Soul is able to create Soul Ray. Spell from the Demon Fool's Idol's Soul. What a little weirdly structured sentence, but fires a ray of light which pierces the target. If you're a sorcerer, this thing bangs. Fantastic. Replaces like default projectile easily. The idol from which this spell was derived was in the form of the queen of now lost Latria. The spell shows a fraction of the queen's power as a gifted sorceress. So it's, I mean, as you know, an idol is a representation of something, usually a powerful being or a deity. So the fool's idol being similar but not exactly the queen. I think we theorized that a little bit in the last episode, and I mean, there's our confirmation. It is in her visage. It doesn't imply that it's her in any way, though. In the form of the queen of now lost Latria. So yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Fire Spray, spell from the Demon Armor Spider's Soul. Wasn't it Armored Spider? I don't know. Shoots a small fireball. Can be fired continuously while moving. No lore on the spider. Nothing has changed. He's just a big spider. That's all we need to know about him. This is a machine gun spell, and they've rarely made anything like this in future games because of just how... It's not like super strong and high damage or anything, but it is... It's fun. It's fun to use the sorcerer. I have a secondary sorcerer character I was just doing for funsies here. And maybe when we get near the end of the game, I'll switch over to that to show off a bunch of spells, since I won't be able to do so as well with this character. Because I think intelligence, or like magic spells, unlike the miracle stuff, is that I can't even cast it to show it off. Plus, there's a ton of spells. These souls often make a second spell, or even a third sometimes, so we can't commit to any of them without losing a chance to see another one. So here we have one from the Dragon Demon's Soul. Spell from the Demon Dragon God's Soul. Shoots a ball of fire and generates an explosion. Born from dragon bones soaked in lava. Oh, this demon was the embodiment of the power inherent in colossal flames. So he's like a demon born from dragon bones soaked in lava. So he's not trapped. He's trapped, but he did not fall down there. He was formed there and then trapped for worship. Oh, I like my other theory that he got trapped there and like naturally while just going about and then was worshipped. But okay, well there is the source. The source of the dragon god is that one day those bones in the lava started jiggling and wiggling and wriggling, and then out came a big beautiful baby boy, a big dragon demon god, a big DDG. Okay. That's a little disappointing, but enchant weapon, high level spell, strengthens right hand weapon. Enchanted weapons have magical properties, making them effective against gold armor and hard scales that resist physical attacks. Okay. Protection, I think we read this before on the other guy, but now we have warding. Spell from the Demon Tower Knight's Soul, greatly reduces damage taken. The spell is reminiscent of the huge shield wielded by the Tower Knight. Well, what do you know? It's kind of as expected. Cloak. Yeah, we read that. Yeah, we read that too. Okay, so nothing else to see here for the moment.
I am fully prepared. Please fetch more demon souls.
I can assure you,
I can
Frake.
still be patient, my fine magician friend.
I can assure you, Frake, that I will be fetching more demon souls. It's kind of the name of the game. Well, actually, right now it's the Devil's Story, but we'll get back around to it. Demon souls. Alright. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who might have something new to say right now. I don't think so. It's mostly the magics. The magic peoples. Let's just go check with the monumental. I don't know for sure when and if his or her dialogue shifts, but I feel like it's always worth checking just in case little baby Aang has any wisdom for us. Hey there.
The old one is the bottomless pit. The old one's very neat.
Okay, I think we saw that before. I'm pretty sure we saw that one before.
The old one. The old.
Yeah, because you're on repeating. You're on repeating already. That means you're finished. You're done for. Alright. Now, we could head right into 3-2. And we will be doing that shortly, but we have one little pit stop. We got one little pit stop to make first. We're gonna go see a lady. Can I have this on? Nice. We're gonna go fetch ourselves another NPC to talk to, because it's always valuable. And that means going back to 1-3. So let's get right into that. This is another person who will let us see stuff about souls we have, or see like one of the possible things we can make with the souls we have, as well as providing us more lore and dialogue between NPCs. So, oh wait. We need to go this way first. Alright, so if you recall, when I killed the fat official guarding the gate that we needed to, we did the whole thing with, oh, why can't I think of his name? A rich boy, holy shit, it's completely evading me. Odstrava, yes. When we saved Odstrava at the gate from that fat official and those red-eyed knights, we got an iron keyring, I believe, or old bloody iron keys, something like that. And that opens this door. I just realized this is probably a bad weapon for what we're about to fight. Oh, it's that much heavier? 1 pound makes the difference right now. Okay, take the bow off. So yeah, this is an area in 1-2 that you can't access until you've done your due diligence in 1-3. Hey, big guy. Oh. And it looks like a little prison. And there is the bloody iron key. Now, if we are to believe that my theory about the Tower Knights Arena being something of a place where you can see some shows, like gladiator type shows, there being a little prison area down here could add towards that theory. This could also be a place where people who are trying to smuggle no goods into Boletaria are kept. If this is like if this bridge and the nearby gates and stuff do serve as sort of like a border guard for like incoming trade and shipments and whatnot. So either theory is acceptable, and whichever one floats your boat, it's all that matters. There's a crystal lizard, and I'm gonna run on I'm totally gonna get it. No. Okay. Nice. Okay, please tell me I have enough weight to pick this up. Very nice. The tower shield. I just realized I'm human. I need to go, well, once we get back from this world, we can go take that off. Let's see. The tower shield. One of the stronger shields in the game. I don't know how good it is, but given its weight, 30 pounds. Whew. You're just gonna be fat rolling if you use this. There's just no option, is there? Unless you're like fully naked and have a really light weapon. But it actually has less guard break reduction than my fully upgraded Knight's shield, so unless it's upgradable, it's actually like gonna have more stamina usage when hit. It does have 60 for non-physical damage, so that's something. A gigantic shield used by one of the Boletarian heroes, the Tower Knight. It is said to repel all kinds of malice, but it is tremendously heavy and difficult to handle. It is considered the largest of the known type of shields, which is a large shield. Well, there you go. Nothing crazy lore-wise. We already kind of knew about Tower Knight once being a hero of Boletaria, although I forget his name. I know that Odstrava told us about him. Oh, we've got some empty cells here. Some souls, nothing crazy. And then we have a guy. We have a funny little guy sleeping here. Now, I don't know if this breathing noise that we're hearing is him. It could be. He doesn't look like a small guy, that's for sure. I think I can see a mustache. A mustache. And he's just chilling. What's up, guy? Oh, he's even got a little shit bucket. Yeah. And you were seeing some Elatrias leaked into this location, so maybe that does go to show that our theory about Boletaria kind of, you know, having influence in how the Prison of Hope became ran later in its life. If that theory is also true, them having the same sorts of restraints here would might make sense. Might add up. Now look at this guy. This guy's fancy. This is fancy armor. That is not light armor. There's nothing. There's no denying that. Okay, I can't really see it good from this angle, but he does have. I believe this is what it looks like when you've got crossbow ammo equipped, like bolts. I can't really see any recognizable symbols from this design. These kind of just look like little flourishes. It's a little more showy armor. But I don't think he's not a warrior or anything. I think it's just he might be a very decorated warrior. And there's also a lot of like tarnish on this armor set, so it's a safe bet. I think he's been operating for a while. Whatever knightly position he's in. He's got like a I don't know history and I don't know armor design all that well. This is like Romulan. It's a Romulan helm, like a Roman or Grecian in design. You know, from somewhere over there. You know, this gladiator type helmet with the. Usually it's a softer material, but he's got like a metal mohawk. So that's interesting. And it has a little visor as well that can probably go down. I don't think it's just for show. But it's got that cool like Mandalorian style design with like the T-shaped opening for the face. So I like that. What's up, bud? What are you doing here?
Who goes there? You killed that vile insect and saved me. I am called Bior, the elder of the twin fangs of Boletaria.
Oh, hi Bior.
You deserve a handsome reward. Only I have none.
Yeah. Very yuck it up.
Go
Okay.
ahead. I shall sleep a while.
Oh. Holy shit. Bros, that's like Benadryl sleep. He was out. He was just talking to me like 1 second ago. You were already okay. He's an old guy, I guess. And he's real tired. And he doesn't want to talk no more. Okay. Well, Bior, the Twin Fangs, and we learned about, like, I think the guy who made it out of this, the colorless fog to warn everyone about what's going on in Boletaria was Valorfax? Valorifax? I'm not sure. But I believe that was it. So he's the other half of that, and he decided to stay for one reason or another. Maybe we'll, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of obvious. We'll see him later. We will. All right. Now we don't have to go very far into here, which is nice. We're actually going to this. This is where the Bloody Iron Key we just secured takes us. We saw this a little bit when we were peeking over here in our exploration of 1-3. So now we have 2 of the Fat Official keys. A heavy iron key encrusted with dried blood. Very nice. Yeah, nothing special on that one. Alright. Some more disparate alleyways. Possibly pathways for soldiers and officials to make their way through with security gates, even though these would be so easy to climb over. This one takes us to a lone tower. Bit weird. Now, the prison we found the Fat Official in that gave us this key, well, he was in a prison. It was going to be my point. Serving as a jailer, I suppose. At least if Bior's dialogue is to believe that guy was either the one who put him there or was just making sure he stayed put. And that key led us to this. So this possibly has some association with the with the jail, although it's a bit odd, right? This lone tower on this little outcropping of Stray Mountain, not close to everything else. We'll see if there's a reason that it's separated like this. It's a bit unique, that's for sure. This is simple storeroom stuff. Kind of stuff we've seen all over Boletaria. Temporary wooden platforms. The whole kit and caboodle, you know it. And now up here, it's interesting. We got a couple corpses. We've got a droppy staircase that's retracted, and we see a series of shackles and chains up there, as well as a Fat Official. There's a ring. There's 2 rings here. But no clear way to ascend. Nothing's happening. We could shoot and kill the Fat Official with arrows, I believe, but that is not beneficial. No, there is a different strategy that must be employed. A bit obscure. I'm not sure how you might figure this out on your own. I don't know if it's within reason. I don't know if there's a hint anywhere. But Vimus is going to have to do a bit of cosplay. With the Fat Official's cap, which we obtained in the process of getting here. we have a working disguise. So much so that this guy doesn't even think there's anything wrong with us. He's chill. Yeah, kind of the same design we've seen before. The Crescent Axe is very bloodied when it's in their hands. I don't think that happens with the one I have. I think the one I have is clean. And of course, I mean, he's got blood all over him as well. I don't know if that's unique to this model or if they usually have that. I think it's probably all of them. But now we betray. The even 1000 damage is very satisfying. With all this blood here, the shackles and the spot, it's a bit unclear. I mean, I suppose this is a makeshift prison. I don't think it's initially intended as a prison, but we have a chill NPC here. And stuff sort of reminiscent of a prison, so I think it's like this is probably like a storage tower of some kind that was used as a makeshift prison because they didn't trust the normal cells to hold this lady, or maybe they were holding her here before wanting to transport her to somewhere else, or maybe this is prepping for execution. Who knows? But let's talk to her.
What do you want with me? Have you brutes no mercy? Do as you wish. There are no secrets here. Only a tired, emaciated frame.
Okay, so they were interrogating her. She thinks I'm still one of them, which is why she's a little defensive.
Do as you wish. There are no secrets
No
here.
secrets here. I wonder what they were trying to get out of her.
Emaciated frame.
Maybe something King Allant would have wanted. Let's don our heroic visage, our classic silhouette and whatnot. Hello again.
Heavens, you came to save me.
I did.
Thank you. No, I'm fine. With a little rest, I can soon walk.
Okay. I mean, it was bad enough of like torture that your legs are not doing so hot. Well, this feels like very classic medieval, doesn't it? I'm a knight, and this is it's not a princess per se, depending on who you ask. But we saved her from the ugly bad guy. We saved her from a tower too, a lone tower.
You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Okay, I will. I know we'll see her soon.
You go.
But this is what we got from Thomas's wife, the one that's no longer with us, if you remember. At least the first 3 pieces. The hat is unique to her. And she is very clearly, that's a witch. That's a witch. Without the hat, that armor just kind of looks like scraggly, you can see it. You know what it looks like, but with the hat, oh yeah, that's a witch. That's a witch. Now, let's go home. Alright. First of all, Bjorn! There you are. He's got no sitting position too. Look at that. 2 different sitting positions. That's a bit unique for this old FromSoft game. He's got a little travel sack with the normal bags all over it, but this actually looks like a little water canteen right here. It is. Yeah, I'm almost certain that is. So that's cute. Alright, Bjorn, what's up?
Lula. You rescued the young sorceress from that tower.
Oh, I did.
I
Sorceress.
express my gratitude. There can be no excuse for such ill treatment of a young innocent.
Innocent. Okay.
King would be proud.
Oh, okay. Do you believe he's not a goner then, huh?
Our great king is a magnanimous leader.
Oh, I see.
He's solid, spirited, caring of his subjects. He fought vigilantly against the vile and
A
depraved.
real man of the people. Okay.
The seditious claims that our Lord brought this scourge upon us, they are mere fabrications, woven by jealous conspirators.
Oh.
I'm certain of it, for there is no other explanation.
All right. He's committed to the old guard. He is presenting the first counterclaim to what a lot of other people are saying, which is that the king is a goner and he caused this whole problem.
I heard an odd piece of news from a merchant Dregling.
Hey, I know that guy.
He claims that the son of the king, Ariona, has come to Boletaria alone.
Ariona.
Ariona is a wise and kind soul, almost too kind. He would not be safe in this accursed land without protection. If you find Ariona, do look after him, and tell him to return to the Nexus immediately. And that Bior of the Twin Fangs will look after His Highness.
Ariona, you say. I suppose that if that little boy right there is who Bior is talking about, the armor is possibly disguising him. Because this is from the advanced region of southern Boletaria, so it would be a good way to throw him off, because we're in northern Boletaria. So Bior might just see that guy up there and think, oh, that's just some guy. That's just some guy down south. I've been down there, I've seen guys like that.
My brother in arms, Varafax of the Twin Fangs, was a brave and mighty knight.
Yeah.
Unlike myself, he was the master of more than the sword. Valifax's mind was sharper than most scholars.
Okay.
Dark times have befallen us. If our Lord, with the esteemed help of Varafax, could not prevent it, then no one could have.
Sure, buddy. You say that.
Our great king is a magnanimous. The seditious and set.
Okay. So we've got a pro King Allant innocent crowd. He's challenging the allegations. And he's also worried about one of the king's sons. Or I guess the king's son. I don't know if there are multiple. And you know, Ariona could be a different person than Odstrava. We don't know.
But perhaps our age.
At least not yet. I don't know if anything will confirm that. In the loading screen that features Odstrava, there is 2 figures. But I'm not sure if that's a safe way to interpret that there are 2 sons. Possibly here for different reasons. Anyways. We have a magic lady. Look at her. Sitting all magically. She's got some wine based. She's chilling, she looks the same. Her own little candles and scrolls. Again, candles near the parchment. Just don't do that. Wait, does she have a little bread to go with the wine? Yeah, she's got a little bread, a little baguette, and a book. That's cute. Alright, what's up? Who are you? Tell me all about you.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony. I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks.
Oh, it seems no one can these days.
If you wish, however, I can teach you magic and trade for demon souls.
Aha.
But my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions. Why not try the magic of Great Sage Frake?
I don't know. I wanna see all sides. I wanna see all interpretations of these souls and the magic they can make. Now, my theory for why she was imprisoned separately is that her ability to do this with demon souls was of interest to our current King Allant. The, allegedly... Get Bior's out of earshot. The betrayer of his people, the bringer of the scourge and whatnot. So, I think she was to be transported to him, or they were just trying to figure out how she did it so that Allant could do it. The same, I mean, it's just Sage Freak is interested in it for good reason, and so would Allant if he truly is the bringer of the scourge, you know, transcendent the demons. You know, he just wants to get stronger. That makes sense.
Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor me to assist one such as you, but... Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yuria the Witch, and there it is.
Once, I lusted after the power offered by demon souls.
Okay.
I ventured through the fissure into Boletaria, but became trapped in the Nexus.
I see, I see.
Then the king's executioner, Meralda, chained me up inside that tower.
Ah.
My thirst for demon souls is no more.
A bit humbled, yeah.
On the contrary, I find such power dangerous.
I see, I see. So, Meralda, Executioner Meralda, the fact that she put Gurley up there could be telling. The fact that the Executioner did not execute someone, they moved them to a different prison. Either that could mean her tower was serving as a, you know, an interrogation chamber, and then eventually a death row until she's executed, or if she was too important to kill, one or the other.
Do you know Yurt, the Silent Chief?
I don't know anybody named
He
Yurt.
dons pitch-black armor and a helmet with 2 sharp spikes.
Okay.
Yurt's presence in Boletaria has resulted in the death of many a great hero.
Whoa.
Whatever his motives may be, he is a grave danger to us all. Do watch out for him. I cannot bear to think of harm coming to you.
Okay, okay. I don't know Yurt, but Yuria, you have a similar name to him, so that means you must know him well. I'll keep an eye out for this Yurt, the Silent Chief, and he better be silent. Alright, for a name like that, he better be silent.
Frake wields a different type of magic from my witchcraft.
Oh? Does he?
Frake's magic stems from an understanding of the essence of the demon soul,
Okay.
while my witchcraft merely channels its energy. If the demon is cursed, so shall be the witchcraft.
Okay.
Frake's power comes from human potential, while mine is a dark, dependent art.
So Frake is more intertwining human magic with demon souls, and yours is just kind of using the demon soul as the catalyst for the magic? I think I kind of get it. It makes it sound like hers is more raw methodology, while his is more, it's like he's deconstructing it, reverse engineering it to make like a human equivalent of something, of a spell.
If the demon is cursed, Frake's power comes from...
Okay, okay. And she implies that hers is worse because it's, you know, you're interacting directly with something cursed. I'm not sure what that would entail, if that means you'll be cursed by using it. Hard to say. Maybe she just considers it a curse because it led her to do stupid things, which led to her getting caught, so on. The Hard Demon Soul, a spell from the Demon Armor Spider Soul, generates a large flame from the user's fingers, an extremely rudimentary type of fire magic. Well, there you go. It's it's what it says on the tin. It's another fire spell from a big fire spider, and that's all we get to know. Now the demon dragon god soul, the DDGS, generate a storm of fire around the caster. A spell mimicking the raw power of the dragon god, Sultan of Chaos. Where does that title come from, and why Sultan? Okay, apparently he was known as the Sultan of Chaos. Its devastating flame is impossible to control. Now, if you're a magic user, this is the spell that allows you to break the game. It is in Future Souls stuff, but it is nerfed heavily for the most part. And what makes it so strong here is it causes multiple pillars of fire to erupt around you, which all will hit a boss in one go. The boss doesn't like catch a break. If there's like 4 of them exploding around him, he's gonna take damage from pretty much all of them. This is the one-shot spell. You can one-shot mini bosses with this thing. It's also just got like an absurdly high damage value. But as you can see, it costs a massive amount of MP and 3 slots, so they knew it was strong, but maybe it shouldn't have been as strong. I don't know. Either way, those are interesting.
I owe my life to you. If you're ever in need of witchcraft, speak to me. It is a dark art, but it is all that I can offer.
I can appreciate the like, man, I don't have much else, but you did me such a service, and this is such a troublesome time that despite me hating this dark art and I've invested my time into, I'll teach it to you if it'll make things get better. And she trusts you because you saved her, you know. You are a hero to her, so I think it makes sense. She's very sweet. She's a very kind-tempered person. Maybe she didn't used to be, but after interrogation and subsequent savior, she probably has a bit of a different outlook on life, so who's to say? Now do you have anything to say about our new girl guest?
Better than having you bother Sage Frey.
Uh-huh.
He's on the verge. He's on the...
Okay.
I see.
As shallow as ever. He's so one-track minded, so blinded by his own just selfish ideals. He's got like blinders on, right? He can't even see her over there. He hasn't even processed her arrival. He's just thinking about himself and Sage Freak. Yeah, I can see right through you. I can see right through you. What's up, Freak?
You have your wits about you. Surely you understand me.
Uh-huh.
That witch Yuria is quite a compelling woman.
Okay.
She uses a different type of magic than I.
Oh.
Hers is powered by
Oh
emotion.
no,
A
emotions.
lesser type of miracle.
It's a
I
miracle?
wonder if it is related to her gender.
Oh, brother,
I still
no.
have much to learn.
At least he lays out his possible prejudice, but then he states, "I have much to learn." So, you know, he's a visionary. He's a pioneer in his field. I think he's an open guy. I think he could be put on the right path, but I think he's like a couple steps removed right now from referring to women as females. So let's hope that doesn't go anywhere bad.
We were wrong to assume that only demons could...
Okay.
I am fully prepared. I can still be picked.
Alright. Alright, we've got quite the motley crew here. The Nexus now. Let's go see if the Disciples of God have anything to say about all our new magical friends.
But among them, he could be...
Okay.
Do you see? A miracle. They have magician. A miracle. They...
Okay.
I see. I pray. Oh, honorable one, will you...
Okay. Alright. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Means we can get schmoovin'. The only other person I will check with is our patchy boy over here. Hey, you.
Well, we've been long acquainted, so...
I think.
Well, I have news for them.
Okay.
Well...
Alright, he's the same. That means we're good to move on. Actually, we might be able to... This is a lot of souls. We might be able to get a level out of this. At least one. That'd be nice. I think I need 70k per level right now. But I don't really have any reason not to use these. Ooh, okay, that's a big one. Hey girly, what's my level?
Thou seekest so then touch. Soul of the mind. Key to
71,000
life's special
required.
way. I am
Okay. Alright, perfect. I think that's enough. Yes. What shall we upgrade? I'm inclined, I would like to get, you know, possibly strength and dex to 40 before the end. Something like that. Let's go up with strength.
Art thou that mean that?
Alright. Put my Grayus back on. Not enough souls here to level up again. Sorry, I just want to get rid of those. Oh, and we gotta put that shield away. I really need to put that shield away, actually. Alright, that's good. Hey, Thomas.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close...
Take my garbage, won't you? I'm gonna keep the dragon longsword on us. I'm gonna put the claymore. I'm gonna put the claymore away for the moment, just for some additional weight. We can finally put the hat away. No, I don't really want these on me. Alright, well I think we're just about ready to get going. However, first, we must deal with this giant health bar of ours. Classic fall death. They made such a big drama queen deal about it. You're like, oh no, I'm falling. Oh. I don't even want the money. I don't even want the money. Actually, I should probably buy some arrows, shouldn't I? I should probably buy some arrows.
Hi.
Oh, that was a loud car. That's good.
Do come.
Alright. This just doesn't work, right? I think... Okay, it's just some kids on motorbikes. I'm so weary of, like, just thinking lawnmower again. It is the weekend now. We can also take this off. It's really light, but everything helps, you know. And I don't think I need poison stuff on the bar anymore. I don't think I do. Alright. So, from the Fool's Idol, well, I guess it is the Fool's Idol Archstone, but we were carried up. We were carried up by gargoyle-looking things. Don't know why. I suppose for travel between this area of Latria and the prison, maybe if the Fool's Idol herself doesn't stop you, these gargoyles are like a makeshift fantasy elevator for important individuals going back and forth, or maybe they bring prisoners down. But yeah, the only reason I could think of why they would bring us up is because if anyone were to get to that position and not have been killed by the Fool's Idol, then I suppose they would see it as like, oh, they're supposed to be up here. That's all I got. I don't know why they transport you otherwise. Archstone of the Demon Fool's Idol. The church devoted to an idol mimicking the queen, there we have it, mimicking the queen, gave hope to the prisoners, but the malice behind it will crush their faint solace. What does solace mean? I've definitely heard that before, but I wanna see now. I wanna see. Comfort or consolation in a time of distress or sadness. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's get right into it. We got a lot of sneak previews of this area from a distance as we were traveling through the prison, which is, I don't know if we can see it from here. Maybe not from this position. Maybe from a different position we could see the prison, but not from this spot. That's for sure. Actually, for now, can I do this? I just realized we're actually going to be facing a lot more like hard armor enemies, so blunt is going to be better. I know this playthrough is so dominated by the Mirrodin hammer, but it's really good. It's just really good. Alright, before we go forward, I just realized I have some rings that I did not read. Good old rings. And arrows to equip. But, let's see. We got the Ring of Magical Nature and the Ring of the Accursed. So the Ring of Magical Nature. A cold ring. Okay. Increases spell memory capacity. Legend says that cursed witches are born holding it. The natives of savage lands avoid it at all costs. Okay. I guess that makes sense why that was near our girl. And then the Ring of the Accursed. A thin gold serpent ring. That's kind of funny. Draws the attacks of all enemies. Once used to mark criminals. The bearer of this ring was continuously pelted with stones and spat upon. It's basically it's the same purpose like a brand might serve to mark a criminal so that they people know who they're dealing with, as well as to make them feel ousted from society for their actions. But this one is just magical. It just makes it happen, even if even if people aren't like inherently violent. So this one's like much worse. So yeah, Ring of the Accursed. That's a fitting name. All right. Oh, that's a great tool for multiplayer. If that's something we were doing. If you're familiar with the boss, you can use it to bait the boss into focusing on you rather than whoever you're helping. And this is an interesting area. There's a lot going on here. I don't think I can see the prison. I don't know. I can't see anything. I think it's too far. It might deload for the sake of ease of or saving memory, but maybe we'll see it from a different vantage point. I'm not sure. But we can see a continuation of the sort of mountainous structure, and again, we're probably outside. I don't see any reason this would be inside like a big like super cave or anything. Doesn't seem reasonable to me, so I think it's safe to say we are outside. It's so dark and smoggy here that it's can't really tell. It feels like you're underground almost, which is probably why it's such a good place to have a prison, don't you think? We can see this spiderweb type structure a bit closer now, which is now visible as chains that lead out to some of these big towers. I guess the only thing this could serve to me is like some sort of ritualistic or magic purpose. We do know this place is very magical, and given that the Fool's Idol was mimicking the Queen and it used plenty of magic, well, I think it's safe to say that the Queen herself was a big practicer of magic. I think we've seen other stuff to imply this was a land of magic, but this could be something that channels sorcery in some way, or aids, or it could be as simple as like the Eiffel Tower in France is a landmark, and this is the landmark of Latria, the web, the big chain web. We can see a lot of different towers with like various little juttings out, and a lot of them are kind of like leaning, broken apart. This place seems like there used to be a bit more to it. It used to be a bit more together, maybe? Why it's so... I get that she's the Tower Queen, right? Why it's so high off the ground, like why you would build your I guess your capital. I guess this is like... I'm not sure if this is the castle or if this is the city, but we're not going to see a lot of things that are reminiscent of living quarters. So I'm not entirely sure. I think this could just be the castle itself, or this could be like a version of like a big church. I don't know. We can see, besides just some stray empty platforms that we'll never be able to reach, we can see these more populated ones. I mean, we can see this one is literally populated. It's got some kind of yellow flame chain magic, or I suppose gold. We've heard of a golden individual of note in these lands. And we can see actually another one way up there. Same thing. Both chains leading towards... that. And we'll get to it. We'll get there, okay? We'll get there. Don't worry about it for the moment. And then I can't look down that far, but we can see stuff very low to the ground. Some platforms of some kind. Although we can't get down there quite yet, or at least not. It's not immediately clear. We can see more of these hanging cells, these torture cells, possibly. Some more of the gargoyles, if we can call them that, flying around. I mean, this one is still flying. I think we saw him on the way to Fool's Idol, or maybe that was a different one. But out of all the structures, two most interesting ones are these two very large ones, I think. They're the thickest. Well, this one obviously contains the thing. And then the second one is just the most sizable, and so it appears to be like if she's the Tower Queen, or Tower Queen, and she would rule from a tower, I would expect it to be the biggest one, but maybe we'll see something counter to that. But that's all that's of note at the moment. I think I don't know if there's anything more to note here. This is definitely the most unique level structure visually we've seen so far. Like this is we're getting into some serious fantasy realms compared to what we've seen in Baltaria and what we've seen in Stonefang Mine. Like, yeah, there's some crazy shit here, but this is next level. These are genuinely, I want to say, close to impossible structures. And then we've got this chain setup, which is just insane. I mean, it's magic users here, right? So I guess you again just kind of make the leap that this sort of place was assembled with magic. And I don't know, dark arts. There's things here. There's things here that are not good to be seen with the human eyes. We can see fire everywhere. Well, like all kinds of torches and sconces and braziers and such. And that is a sign of, like, this place, well, it ain't empty. Might have put a lot of people down there, but what I imagine is that a lot of what we'll be facing or seeing here is the forces that helped our usurper take the throne and betray the queen, the ex-husband. At least I think. Because we've got a lot of statues like this, right? These yellow flags, too. You know, considering this was a conquered kingdom, and we've heard of a demon man, the golden, damn it, I took a long lunch break in between this and the last recording clip. I don't remember what Freak called him, the golden something. And we know this place was conquered, overthrown. These yellow flags could be symbols of, hey, this section of the tower has been conquered, you know, planted by his units. So just because this place is so, when you're looking at it from distance, it's so messy, it would be very helpful for any soldiers to be able to quickly glance at a platform and see that it was, you know, taken based on the flags. That would be, I guess, a little bit of gold cloth tattering them. These are giant, they look like giant spears, but I don't think these are reasonable as giant spears. You know, these could have been here before, and the cloth could be what's added to them. But I don't know. I'm not sure. They could have been just put up after the battle as well, to symbolize the new power. We see some dead prisoners here. And more, there's like pots all over the place. Now, why there would be little soul. Why these towers would be constructed? These little platform towers would be constructed in such a way that they have these little. Oh, hi. Okay, we have our first gargoyle. This big spiral rapier. And done for. We've seen these guys before. Wow, that is such a... that's a slutty little waist right there. We've seen these guys all over at this point, as the gargoyles generally featured in this area, and yet these ones are animated. Now, my theory about this... Oh, he's got so many nails in him. Ow. Why? Wait, I have no clue. Those are like a different metal than him too, so those were put in afterwards. Alright, hold on. Do the ones that are up here, do they have that? No. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, I'm imagining whatever process is required to animate these things. These little nails. Can you flip over for me? Don't fall off. Just want you to flip over. Maybe he can't because of the wings. But yeah, they have a lot of nails in them. I'm guessing that is what animates them. That's the only thing, I mean, that's the first clear difference we've seen between the two types of gargoyles that we have at our disposal. So, yeah, so I think I have an idea of something ahead that might be what causes that animation too. But I've always theorized that the way that this place was overthrown was not through sheer numbers of regular men. I think it was the Golden Usurper Man, ex-husband, using the gargoyles as like his primary operating force, his primary infantry, because there were so many of them here, and if... Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. If oh wait, what the hell was I saying? I got distracted by making fall noises. Yeah, it would be unexpected for the Queen's forces. They would be tough because they're made of stone, and they can fly, and they're everywhere. I mean, we've seen a fair bit of them at this point, but if they're really easy for someone or even other kinds of regular infantry to animate, then... Well, I mean, it's kind of no wonder that the Golden Usurper was able to take this place, right? Maybe, too, if he had the help of Boletaria, it wouldn't be... It's not such a big stretch. Now, I believe what I was saying before was that these little circular platforms with these little lifts, I guess these are the way that you are to access the torture cells, the prison cells. This is more like I think I said this in the last episode, these are more of a death sentence than anything. And why they would need so many, I don't know. Because these don't really look like newfound additions. With the chain up above, I wonder if it was always the case, right? Either way, before we move forward, before we get into the part of the area where we can kind of start gliding more, like there's not going to be as much new stuff to talk about. Talk about a concept that seems very prevalent throughout Latria. And there's a great video about this. Well, excuse me. I haven't seen the video, so I can't actually say that. But it's probably good. There is a lot of circular and/or spiral imagery in Latria. Now, one issue with this is that circles are everywhere in like real life architecture and real world. You can see them if you're in a room. It's likely there's a circle somewhere in it, and there's at least always a circle in your eye. However, games are deliberate environments, and so when imagery is consistent enough, we can use that to start to form ideas about theme or things being conveyed. So, the Prison of Hope. It doesn't seem very circular, but in a sense, the way we had to explore it, to get out of it, was to move in circles a lot, to circle a lot of floors. It was a very roundabout maze all over the place. We went all around. To avoid doing the turret the hard way, we had to go all the way around. There were 2 towers flanking the church. I would say that maybe that's all about... oh yeah, and then the jailers. The jailers had big spiral AoE explosion magic as well. Now, that can be let off as like, oh, that's coincidental, right? Then we get into this area. And the additions add up. We start in a spiraling tower, rising from below. We come out to a place with many circular or towers with like circular tops, with like spiraling, winding ways to travel up them. Circular cages. We've got this, which, although is not a perfect circle by any means, it evokes similar imagery. Circular chains always over you, always present. Then we've got, you know, the braziers, the circular braziers. We've got these little platforms, the circular vases with even little spirals on them. And then this imagery even has little spirals in it here and there. It's just, it's everywhere. Everywhere. And I have not read or watched anything related to them, but I know of Junji Ito's works, and I don't know that this was an inspiration for this area or not, and some of its characters. We heard of this golden being, the usurper, the ex-husband. We heard of him associated with madness and paranoia by Sage Freak, as well as he took over the Queen's kingdom. I forgot what I was. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there, because I was like, oh hey, a chain's kind of a spiral in a way too, like a looping spiral in a sort of interpretation. But yeah, I don't know the depths of Junji Ito and how it exactly uses spirals. I just know the one series he has about it is all about seeing them and them affecting the mind and such. And so I'm gonna presume that some of the themes on display here and concepts are in parallel with Junji Ito. We know that Miyazaki is an avid fan of many different things, and he likes to put what is the word? I can't think of it, but like the word I'm trying to think of would mean like honorable references or mentions of these things, but designed in such a way that they're clearly inspired by it, but not exactly the same thing. Homages. I think homage. Yes. Oh my god. Homage. Yes. Homages to his favorite mangas, games, you know, whatever it may be. And so, perhaps if you are a fan of Junji Ito, listener, and you know about the spirals, maybe you can enlighten me in the comments. I'm not a huge horror person. I'm a bit of a scaredy person. And so it's not something I would probably ever watch or read myself in whatever forms it is available. But I would love to know if there are connections I'm not seeing. Whoa, we destroyed the other one. What the hell? That's so violent. Oh, he's... Well, as you can see, the flying AI is it's a bit limited. Maybe limited is not the right word. It's prehistoric, but I mean that you know, that it's the don't. Okay, what I wanted to show is that I said this when one of these guys first attacked me, the spiral rapier. I don't know if we'll get it. It's a drop. There's no guaranteed pickup of it, but we may get it. That's another spiral, right? And that one is explicit spiral rapier, right? But yeah. If you know anything, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to be enlightened without doing the research myself, because I'm so lazy. Now, I've got a better view of this golden chain. You can see it uses like these gargoyles that are picking up in a way that is not good for your back. There's like, this is pretty common knowledge. You're supposed to lift your legs. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna keep getting views of those various chains. Those various magical, enchanted chains. Notice that the gargoyles that we fight have busted up wings as well. It's kind of interesting. That could be like battle scars. Well, maybe they're not that busted up. I don't know. No, I think they're just folded up, actually. I think I'm just... Fall forward, please. Oh... I meant backwards, actually. He listened to me. I just said the wrong thing. I meant fall forward. Flip over. Flip. Flip. Okay, well, no such luck. No such luck. But yes, he has the nails as well. I have a feeling we are not going to see one that does not have the nails. Oh, Jesus. Now, we saw this from the distance. It's a heart. A heart with hands and scales, or it looks like chainmail armor to me, but it also kind of looks like snake scales. There's like incisions where like you see blood coming out. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm looking at. And maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm not really supposed to know what I'm looking at. But, either way, we're gonna have to figure something out about it. Let's see. Some Old Spice. Take a look what you've done. Made a big old man right out of my son. A little moonlight stone. Yeah, you can also hear its heartbeat, obviously. That's how I know it's a heart, other than by appearance. Boy, is that lovely in my ear. It's very... Oh, very down. Oh, is this side unloaded right now? Yeah, it looks like some of the area deloaded a bit. Right there. Ooh. And here we are, one of our... Not our first spiral tower, but just another one. Now these guys always drop unknown soldiers' souls, and I think that is a good add to the idea that they are animated using the power of souls by just shoving a soldier's soul in them. I think that it's a pretty simple explanation, but I think that is honestly probably one of the most logical. We've got a crossbowman, a cowardly one. Oh, have you been talking to Thomas? You've been talking to Thomas? I know a quick little foot like that. Yeah. Oh, and first try gargoyle crossbow. Maybe we can learn something about him. But a moonlight stone. Yeah. What's up with the gargoyle crossbow? I was just about to say, it looks like his crossbow had a spiral on it as well. The crossbow favored by Latria's stone gargoyles. It is magically enhanced, and its attack power increases according to the wielder's magic strength. So it actually, whoa, it scales at a B. That's pretty good. to start, it's unupgraded too. It's fine. I just want to see it. Yeah, does it have a... Hold on, I need a... It has a circle on it, so maybe a spiral is like... Maybe this is a bit of a stretch. But it is a pretty cool looking crossbow. I'll give it that. Get out of here. First try. I don't know if I've ever gotten that either. I don't recognize that weapon at all. I thought that they would just give you like a normal crossbow. Oh yeah, that's where we started, right over there. So the prison should be that way, but I can't see it. And I mean, that's probably just, again, just product of its time. It's an old game, right? It's probably supposed to be really hard. It's supposed to be like it's hard to see, but sometimes I mean, it could be the product of how I'm emulating, just makes the just like what was the word I'm looking for? The view distance a bit higher than intended. But yeah, I do think these were possessed using souls, seeing as 100% of the time they will drop you a soul. And I believe it's the same soul every time, which is a soldier's soul. Now maybe these were put here before by the queen in case of an emergency, but the ex-husband was able to exploit this to his own purposes. Here we can see the heart is blocking our way. And I think it's supposed to be blood. Like, hitting it is like a little bit of blood. Not sure, but that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. Alright. On we go. On we go. These like snakeskin looking scale things also kind of look like they're wrapped around the heart. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Oh wait, there's a thing. Hold on. If that's what I think it is, that's really gross, but Oh, it's a chain. Oh, it's a disconnected chain. Okay. I thought for a second, because I don't know if the chain was, the rest of it was loaded, but I saw this part of it, and I was like, whoa, is that one of those things they use on maple trees to extract the sap slowly? Because if so, that would be so gross. But no, I don't think it is. No. There's another thing to show off. Well, fuck it. I think here, is it this? There's a spot in some pots like this where you can kind of like get on them, and I don't know if you're supposed to fall or if you're supposed to walk, but what happens is you're like technically falling but not falling, and you're building up momentum, and as soon as you like roll out of it or move out of it, I think you like launch at like nuclear speed and insta-kill yourself. I don't know if this is the spot though. Whoa! Okay, you saw it a little bit there, and I thought I was gonna kill myself in doing that, but I know, honestly, there might have been an invisible wall here that stopped me from going too far, because I've seen people do this where they like just shoot straight off the horizon over there. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't know if there's more pots you can do this at, but I'd rather not die trying to attempt it unnecessarily again. But still, it's just a funny glitch to show off. Now there's an item down here we need to get. Don't fall to your death. No! Okay. I hate, like, when this mostly happens in older Souls games when you're trying to do a ledge drop down like that, and your character, like, just goes way further than they should off the ledge when you move like that. Granted, that wasn't like a significant example of it, and that happens more in like certain games like DS2. I'm looking at you, DS2. Can you come down? Ugh. Yeah, maybe these weren't the best soldier souls. Oh no, it's gonna burn. It's gonna roast. Oh. Oh wait, there was a corpse I missed there. Look at that. Okay, on we go. We'll get back there in a jiff. I mean, you may find that there is seemingly a bit less to talk about here than, or it seems like there is compared to 3.1, and yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot of lore stuff in 3.1, which makes this area a bit lighter, but also this area is getting into the fantastical a bit more, so most of what I can do is theorize about what things like this giant heart is for, and I don't even know where to begin with that, but like, it's stuff like that, like, don't, come on. Oh, okay. That's a rough jump, but we can get this. The rune sword and the rune shield. Fancy, right? I'm trying to remember if there's another item to be got on another one of these drop-down platforms. I'll have to go check. I think there is, though. Alright, back up. Let's see. Rune sword or rune shield? If you may not remember, but we have seen these before. We have seen these on a certain royal boy. An exquisitely crafted golden sword. Its physical attack power is negligible, but it is enhanced with powerful spells and protects its wielder from magic. As you can see, it raises my magic defense. It is a legendary hero's weapon that forms a matching set with the rune shield. That's fine. What does it require? It's faith, yeah. Oh, it requires magic. It's not a faith weapon. I thought it was a faith weapon. And we've got the rune shield, of course. An exquisitely crafted golden shield. Strongly enhanced with magic, it protects the user from magical attacks. It is the shield of a legendary hero who used it with the matching rune sword. And it's got pretty high magic resist and a low guard break reduction, so it's more situational. There's very interesting designs here. I don't know. It kind of looks like a lotus, actually. Like a lotus flower. But that could just be a coincidence, I don't know. And then this thing, this is barely a sword, man. This looks like a toy, honestly, but I guess that's these sigils carved onto both of these are because they're magical. and that is probably why they are, they give you bonus. They both give you bonus magic resist, actually. They're neat. They're neat. But not for our build. But I mean, we are actually cosplaying Ostrava right now by by accident. But those are indeed his weapons. So his weapons are magically enchanted, but also protect him from magic. You know, this makes sense. Something a royal kid would have. Alright. I see you up there. Give me a minute. Still looking around. No. We cannot progress. Because this thing is disgusting. But yes, the heart is preventing us from reaching that spiral staircase over there. So again, we move on. I guess this is a demon. I can't imagine what else this would be. I really hope we get something to read on this, because I just need one little indication what it is and what its purpose is. I'd even be happy just knowing what it is, not even what its purpose is, but I would like to know both. Nice try. It was a pretty bad surprise attack, to be honest. Kinda saw it coming, you know. You should work on that. Got another Thomas Academy graduate over here. Idiot. Fool. Platform with a flamberge. Flamberge. I don't know how you say that, actually. I don't know how you're supposed to say. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. But a flamberge. What's a flamberge? It's a sword. A large sword. It's got a claymore moveset that does bleed damage. How nice. Wait a second. What am I looking at? You see, there's the bleed symbol, right? There's the poison symbol. There's the plague symbol. What's the white one? What is the white one? Is that a type of resistance I have? No? I don't even have anything that resembles that. What the hell is that? That symbol's not... I mean, it's similar to the other resistance symbols. But what is it? I don't even know. Do I have anything that uses that? No, I guess not. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'll look into that later. I don't know what that is. Maybe that has to do with faith weapons. Like holy. Anyways, the flamberge. A unique large sword with a rippled blade. Named for the way it resembles a flame, the blade is made for rending flesh and causes severe bleeding. It is particularly known for its ability to cause fatal wounds. The ripple blade. I don't know if you could argue that this counts towards the spiral thing. I wouldn't. But it's a cool sword. Nothing fancy. Just another one to add to the old collection. making our way to one of the first outer towers, it looks like. Come on down. Come on, buddy. I don't want to... Oh. Alright. I guess they're like programmed to go to the closest platform. Like one of these with the flames. Just because it's safest. Or maybe that's all they could manage with the flying. I'm not sure why it works like that, but it's pretty consistent that they're always trying to move towards those for some reason. We've got a... Okay, I thought we could skip by the fog gate, but I think I need to clear it to do this. Just to get some Old Spice. Just some silly little Old Spice on the ledge there. Who's flapping? Can I go this way? I can. I don't think there's a purpose, though. I'm not risking that. Nah, nada. Nope. I'm going up. Going up the spiral tower. I'm embracing the spiral. I'm getting in the loop. I'm running out of things to talk about. Because this is such a weird area, right? I don't know if it's just me. This is a weird area to talk about. No, hold on, just hold on. We'll get you help. We'll get you help. Okay, okay. I'll call the emergency services. Okay, just hold. No. Sorry. Repeating a joke. I already did that one in a different video. Elevator. Take me. What the hell was that? Goodbye. He had like a mid-air death animation. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I've seen that before. I'm used to killing them when they land, just so I can always get the little soul off of them. Man, those towers that hold the chains in the distance, those are so big. Just to get that web up there, it's insane. Okay, it seems like we're approaching the base of one, or we're on one of the yellow chain towers. Also some stuff going on over there, but we'll see that in a minute. Ah, the Ritualman. So this is not just kept up naturally. There's a bit of a ritual to do something with this chain. To empower it? Are they sending energy through it? I would think it's like sending energy. Maybe like maybe they are sending nutrients towards the big heart, because that's where the chain goes. I'm not sure, but this is evil. The last guy we saw doing a ritual was a bastard. So I think we oughta stop it. Yeah, so much for your ritual. So it seems like this chain is so heavy. It's so heavy that they were using magic to hold it in place instead of like some weight. I'm not sure. But it did drop a little bit. Now it's holding on a bit tighter. It's a bit worried, but uncomfortable. And I think if we're moving towards killing this thing, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Now, possibly reading into things too much, but a potential piece of imagery here. These gargoyles don't have their wings. They're also very eroded compared to the other ones we've seen, but that could be because of the magic that's going on nearby them. They don't have their wings, and they were holding up a chain that was locked in place. Chain couldn't move. Chain associated with slavery and prison. These guys are in a symbol of servicing something like beyond what is comfortable. You know, just there's potential connections between the imagery here. And then these guys were also prisoners. So this whole process, I don't know if they were willing. I don't know if they were willing prisoners. Or willingly performing that ritual, or if they were forced to perform it. They either say like, oh, you get to leave the prison, but you have to come do the big chain ritual for the rest of your existence. I don't know. I think I would... I don't know. I don't know what's worse, doing this stupid chain ritual for the rest of my existence. Maybe it's really painful. Maybe it's eating away at my soul while I'm doing it. I don't even know. Those guys didn't look very healthy. Or I'm sitting in one of the stupid nail chairs in Prison of Hope. So, who could say? Who can say what's better at this point? More spirals? At this point, it feels like just a little game of I Spy. I'm just looking for anything. I was like, oh, that's kind of like a spiral, right? And move further up the tower. Besides getting a good vantage point, we'll see that we cannot progress any further. Not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. But someday. Now, we can see the loose... I don't know if that's the loose chain, actually. I can see the other one, way over there. Some stones. Some glowing stones. That's the ones we can put on the ground. Although I don't know... Yeah, we've done that. Yeah, we did that in 2. Little rainbow stones. Actually, what the hell are they called in this game? I don't even know. They're not called rainbow stones. I'm pretty sure that's Elden Ring. It's a good vantage point, but we're... Oh, the heart deloaded. Whoops. The only thing I'd say that's really new that we can see is kind of the top of the tower here. It looks broken off. It looks like half of it just snapped off and fell, but I don't know. I don't think that's the full story. It is the same tower the heart was suspended in. So maybe it was suspended higher in the tower, and then it grew too big and fell a little bit. It is the center of the webs. Maybe the heart was originally up there. All those chains don't connect to anything. Oh, we're just seeing all kinds of weirdness right now. Everything's deloaded from this position. Goddamn PS3 era. Fuck it, let's keep moving. Keep moving. More platforms, and it's the usual, blood everywhere. Although, we do have 2 things we can go inside. These would take us very far down. So far in that we're not doing that, because that's not where we're going. Not yet, not yet. We have something more to see. Now, no, I meant to zoom. I was gonna say that you can see the church where you fought the Fool's Idol here. Again, it's just probably deloaded for performance reasons. I think a JPEG would have done, right, guys? I don't know. It looks a bit weird. It looks like it's just going into nothingness and floating in midair. But either way, that's where the prison would be if it was visible from Latria. What is that? What am I looking at? I don't know. Those look like fingers. Anyway. Down we go to a platform we cannot get back from. Unlit brazier. Stones leading towards a man. A man in dark armor with spikes on his head. I don't think he can see out of that. He's got a little parrying dagger and a shotel. Well, I don't know. By all means, he looks so friendly. We'll talk to him in a second. Alright? What's this? A shard of the Archstone. I'll take it. Why did I want to talk to him in a second? I feel like I wanted to say something first. It's gone. Wait, no, put that back on. Put that back where it was, so help me. Okay. Hello?
Are you here to fight the demons? If
Yeah.
so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
Open the jail cell. Sure. Oh, he's a ghost. Hey.
Thank you. I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
Okay. Well, you seem like super nice.
I am certain.
He will remember this, and he's certain we'll meet again. And now he will walk in a weird, like, circle pattern. Now, he doesn't look evil to me. This looks like a trustworthy guy. And he's also talking to me, so it's not like this is Yurt the Silent Chief or anything. That guy wouldn't have said a word. His helmet looks a lot like an Imperial Guard type helmet to me from Star Wars, as well as kind of like the old Mandalorian armor in KOTOR, kind of reminiscent of that. He's got those claws on the shoulder that look like a monster is either about to grab him from both sides of the head or just like chomp down on his skull. But yeah, otherwise he looks completely safe and trustworthy. Is there a way back from here? Otherwise? No? Okay, so the only path from here, I mean, it might seem like there's nowhere to go, right? And if you weren't to let him out of this cell, you'd be right. But hey, what did they just give us? They just gave us a shard of Archstone. Because if you're sitting here, you're like, no, this guy looks evil, which is obviously an absurd conclusion to reach. No one in their right mind. Like that voice, he's clearly
I will remember this.
the voice of a
I am
hero.
certain
Okay?
we will meet
This guy
again.
kisses babies in the like politician type way. Sorry, that was weird. But yes, if you don't want to let him out, it's like, well, I guess here's an Archstone, just go the fuck home. Me personally, I think this would be better if there was a little platform you could drop down just to make it back onto the path. But at least there is the concession of the Archstone shard, which I appreciate. Because if someone was just supposed to either let him out or kill themselves here, that would be pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's the cloud particle effects. Let's show Yart, the Yap Chief, how much of an idiot he is. Cause look, you get in the cell. You get in the cell, it shuts, and what happens? It just takes you right down. There are definitely spirals all over this cell, so that's something. We're going into a. There's a. Oh god. Oh, okay. What a lovely town. Put on the fire sword. Put on the fire sword. What a beautiful place. What a beautiful place. What a beautiful place. All the creatures, all the lovely creatures of God. So sweet and reflective of his creativity and love for you. For humankind. Can you? Whoops. I'm not having fun. Wow, okay, where to even begin? This is probably blood. It's, I don't know, it looks more like Kool-Aid, but with that big heart up there, and it's what I think are its tendrils down here. This is maybe the outflow of blood from it? Or like some kind of... This is from... I just know in my heart of hearts that it's from the big, disgusting heart. Oh, that was... I didn't think about using that terminology before saying big heart. Anyways. Do you guys like foreshadowing? In about... what do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9 plus, I don't know, probably like another 6 or 7 parts. So from the Demon Soul slow play to somewhere in the midst of Dark Souls, we're gonna see the next gen version of this wonderful imagery we're looking at right now. Now, if you don't know anything about these games, you great. Awesome. First of all, like, thanks for being here, if that's the case. But second of all, this is the, when it comes to undead creatures, or creatures of any kind, that are, like, interlaced between a wheel like this, this is the kindest FromSoft will ever be about it. Anyways. What is this, right? This is weird. This is weird imagery. This is not made up for the game. This is, inspired. We call this a bit of inspiration, but it's inspired from real life. Unfortunately, it is inspired by something horrible from real life. It is inspired, I don't know the exact term, the wheel, or the breaking of the wheel, but it is this is a method of execution in real life. Now, I don't know where they did this, I don't know how much it was done, or at what point in history it was done, but it involved like a carriage type wheel like this, so you can safely assume it was pretty damn long ago. And I think it's like somewhat European in origin. So what would happen in the breaking of the wheel, right? Well, they would take a wheel like this, and I believe they would break your bones, like of your extremities mostly, like your arms and legs, so that you couldn't move very easily. They would break it, but they would break it with the wheel, I believe. They would use it basically as a blunt object. And then they would interlace your arms and legs into the wheel and pin you to it by some means, or restrain you to it, and they would leave the wheel out, like in the sun somewhere, until you rolled around to the end of your fate, or your fate, basically, you know. I don't know if they were ever put up in the air like this, but I believe this is almost certainly inspired by the concept of the breaking of the wheel. It's too close. And also, of course, spiral imagery. Yeah. It's so fun being down here. This place I just hear that like thick layer in the audio of just bug noises. Ooh. Just like gets in the, it's like an earworm. And it's just like, ooh, it just gets stuck in there. My cat is being very funny right now. And he just does not stop rubbing his face against my legs. Anyways, well, you might be asking yourself, intrepid viewer, what else does this area have to offer? Well, thankfully, this is not like a poison swamp of any kind, so this also, you can just like move freely through this water. There's broken wood and stuff from these shoddily constructed platforms, I imagine. And there's hay or grass here and there. What all these people have been wheel broken for, I don't know. I don't know if this is from before Latria was taken over or after. I don't know why they're down here in particular. Oh, okay, we have a friend. We have a new friend. Oh, a horrible creature. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, what an awful thing. A gross centipede, I think, would be the correct one. It's got scales and it's got human faces all over it. I forget what these things are called, but in my book it's just it's just a monstrosity. It's like one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It kind of looks like a big silverfish, actually, especially with a tail like that. And of course, it's a centipede, so, you know, like spirals. Again, spirals. Just keep thinking of spirals. Burn, 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 you horrible, horrible thing. This is some kind of mutated, it's just a horrible thing. Jesus. Its insides are all like soft and mushy. I don't see any like proper like intestinal pathways even, so I don't even know. It's just some kind of abomination. It looks like it's made of the same material as the gargoyles as well. Now, they'll split up like this, where the head is still alive, but the body is dead. Like, I think when you half-health them, they become a smaller, quicker entity. I don't know if their moveset will change when that happens, but the next one we have, we can experiment. How these things ended up like this, I don't know, because it's just, to me, it doesn't ring like a natural creature. I don't feel like this is the beautiful wildlife of this land. This is a horrible thing. Oh, there's little ones too. Little baby ones, but let's see. Don't burp everywhere. That's gross. Ew, it's so... Die. Just fucking die. I don't even know what those burps are doing. It's probably like trying to plague me or something. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to be here for much longer. Okay. We're in a swamp. This is like a place I would call the Swamp of Sorrow. But, believe it or not, that's a different area of the video game we're playing right now. So, we'll have to see the Swamp of Sorrow later. Because this is just... Well, this is just Latria's little marsh. Little Latria marsh. Nothing crazy about it. Nothing abnormal. Yeah, these tendrils. Oh, okay. Got a big friend over there. One we recognize. Let me quiet this motherfucker down before we start yapping. Here, why don't you start swinging? Nice, nice, good swings, good swings. I like the form. I guess one of these fell out of the prison, or maybe it just got a little too big for them to handle, a little too big for the britches of those jailers, and so they just yucked this thing out the window and just like, get out of here, just go somewhere else. Either that, or this little swamp is like a dumping ground of some kind for the undesirables of the finer folk of Upper Latria. I don't know. And, shard of mercury stone. Your little froggies out here. Here, froggies. Chunk of mercury stone. Isn't there another item out here? Am I forgetting? Another thing I was gonna say is that we can see some of like collapsed Latria's structures have fallen down to this point. I mean, we've seen a lot of pathways up above that were busted up and broken, so that makes sense. Seen bits and pieces of where it fell down here, which is good. You know, this is like a set of stairways or a set of stairs. You can get these weird like blood barnacles. There's so much for me to see here and go, man, look at that fucked up shit, right? Hello. Real quick. Sorry for the interruption right in the middle. I might have been even in the middle of a sentence. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna get right back to where we were in the video in just a moment. However, I had a mic problem. I've been having a continuous mic problem where either this little beeping or this like elongated beeping will play in between when I'm not talking or making any noise that the mic is picking up. And that is what this is, right? This interruption here is for me to warn you that unfortunately, just about the next 15 minutes of the video, give or take, 15 to 16 minutes, have that problem. Now, I can't get rid of it, unfortunately. And also, I did some things that I can't, like there's a cutscene that plays in that portion of the recording, and I can't edit that out. I can't take it out, as far as I know. So, this warning right here is for me to be able to tell you what is probably best is to either very much lower your volume and, you know, just listen closely, or completely just mute and throw those subtitles on. I'll make sure they're accurate before this goes up so that you can just get the commentary experience. Either way, I don't want to turn down the volume of that section myself, both for the YouTube like captions so that I don't have to type out what I said into the generated ones, which is accurate, but also just so it's there. I don't want the archived version of it to be like a super quiet edit. So yes, I'm very sorry about this. I'm both like, you know, in the process of looking to get a new mic, but also I'm gonna investigate this one in the time being and see if I can get a new cable for it. I think it might be the cable, because messing around with the cable is typically what stops the beeping from happening. But yes, I'm very sorry about the next 15 minutes. And if you don't want to stomach it because it's really annoying to either have to read or listen to the sound effect, then yeah, I'm sorry, you don't have to. Thankfully, it's not a boss fight, and it's only one minor cutscene, and there isn't anything huge or important, I believe, discussed in that 15 minutes. But yes, this is your warning. And I will do everything in my power to make sure this sort of thing doesn't happen in the future, because it makes me very, very angry. But, yeah. Only for it to be like, I don't know, it sucks here, this place sucks, there's lots of bad things going on here, because this place is bad news bears. Do I already have a fragrant ring? I want to say this is what Patches sells, and we've already read it. But a nobleman's ring forged with spices, an extremely rare, extremely delicate piece of handiwork, not done by Jerry this time, so I don't know if it's from a reputable source. That's our guy. Like, Jerry's our guy for magically imbued rings, so I don't know. I don't know. This one's a little... I don't know if I put this on my finger. I know. Jerry's the guy I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of rings, right? Anyways, that regenerates mana slowly, so that magic works like it does in most RPGs, if you can believe it. What else? What else is there to see in this wonderful... Well, I was gonna say Wonderland, but Wonderful Wonderland makes me feel like I need to open a goddamn thesaurus. I don't want to get close to these things anymore. I don't even want to, like, fuck around with them. I just want them dead. I want them dead, like, before I even have to look in their direction. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, I think we're close. Ugh. That's such a gross noise, bro. I think we're close to where we started, but we need to get back on one of the platforms to keep moving. Where's an entry point? There's gotta be one nearby. See, this is like another place where it's like, why can't... Your character can climb up plenty of things. Why can't they climb up this little wood stuff? And it's just so, like, moving through this area isn't super easy, is what it feels like. Just to keep you from, like, breezing through it or whatever. But I think it would be good if the player could climb on those things personally. Augite of Guidance, you know, Augite, it's guiding me, it's trying to get me the fuck out of here. Which I appreciate, I do. It's very sweet of it. Can you imagine having to fight like a big old roach like that? Like, just start running. If I had to start making just wild potshot theories about what this place is, my brain would say, like, this was a different people of the same region, so, like, of Latria, but this was like a... I say lesser people, right? I don't think... Well, if these are the people... Maybe lesser is the right term, I don't know. These are definitely... people is a stretch, but maybe whatever the Golden Usurper, as we're just gonna call him from here out, did, has made these people into what they are. You know, they are experimenting with a lot of weird body stuff. We saw the balls, the big people balls, like we just saw one here now, and saw one up in 3-1 as well. So... what could be the source of these things' existence? I don't know. I don't know. It's the phrase of the day, right? We're in a mystery world. Yeah, so clearly the swamp extends on pretty far. And again, maybe this wasn't always... There was at least water here, because there would be no reason to extend these platforms like this. Oh my god. It's fucking so gross. All the little sound of the little creepy ass legs. There was always water here, but it's, you know, maybe this isn't like pure blood water. It's like water with lots of blood or some kind of outflow from the heart, some kind of byproduct of its existence. Maybe it's, I don't think it's like pure blood because it would be a lot darker. And I don't think they just did it for like visual clarity and contrast. I think it's like blood, like water with a lot of blood in it. Because these platforms are like platforms, like docks, like things you would see in a swamp area with like low-lying water. You know, something where you're not getting your feet wet all the time because you don't want to get the mud worms in your feet, the bad worms in your feet. You don't want that. I'm glad the fire sword is coming in handy. It feels good to exterminate these Zergling style because it's what they deserve, if we're being honest. At least in this state. Maybe they were nice people once, but you know, that was once. We're here now. We're here now, not before. And I feel like if this was only Bloodwater, I feel like we wouldn't see all these normal trees and grass nearby and stuff. I feel like this area would be like all dead and weird. But there is like plant life here. And we can hear the bugs, we can hear the bugs, we can hear the frogs, so they're not all goners down here. Maybe this isn't like former life from here, but rather normal people live down here in these little swampy areas, and this is like a native species of like predator that they had to deal with, which is why we're finding like all kinds of normal corpses here, even though they look a bit like the prisoners we saw above. They could just be like the bodies of people who once lived here. Alright, but we've hit a structure. We've hit a structure that looks a lot like the structures we've seen above. So it looks like we're going to start moving up again not too long from now. So that means I need a decent weapon. Let's go with this, I guess. Oh, and again, those tendrils down there, another form of spirals. Yeah, just given. The ball, it's kind of like a spiral of people, right? You know? Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. You get it. Spirals. Spirals everywhere. Everywhere, anywhere. All at once. You know. Hey, you. Thank you for dying. Little piece of design here. I appreciate giving us this cover spot for this. This is a red phantom or a black phantom. He's always here though. It's not like our world tendency is pretty good in Latria right now. It's on the lighter side. We shouldn't be seeing red phantoms except for the ones that are intentionally placed. So that guy is just tougher here. He's not just a tougher version of the enemy he already is. He's like actually a Black Phantom version for whatever particular reason. But they give you that little wall as a piece of cover because you may not be expecting him after the swamp ventures. So I think that's good. I think it's a good little piece of design. There is a bug over there, but I don't care. I don't care about it, the upgrade materials in this area. So I'm just gonna let it go. It's probably just Mercury Stone or Moonlight Stone to come from that bug anyways. And yeah, I don't really need it. I don't really need it. Alright, we can hear the heart again. I can see another enchanted chain up there. We're starting to see some bigger tendrils. Ugh, stop pulsating when I'm near you. Weirdo. But we can see them traveling upwards, so they are definitely... they definitely belong to the heart. We really need to deal with that thing. That thing. It's, you know, I don't need anyone to tell me that it's evil. I know it's evil. I can feel it in my bones. I hear a flyer. Where? Up there. How can you be up there? That's not fair. Oh, there he goes. I see. Ooh, a spiral rapier. Good. I wanted that. Come on, all of y'all. Land down. Boink. Boinkus. Nice try. You sure thought, didn't ya? You sure thought. Let's see it. Nice. It's got also bleed on it. Also a dex weapon, of course. Spiral rapier. A rare rapier with spiral grooves carved into the blade. It is the weapon of choice of the stone gargoyles of Latria. It is meant to inflict pain and cause bleeding, rather than deal damage, which provides a glimpse into the insanity of the old monk. He sounds like a real menace to society. He sounds like a guy... he sounds like a dog chasing tires to me, you know? So the old monk, that's a first, right? I don't think we've heard that term anywhere. I don't know if anything's gonna put it together for us, but I can tell you this. The old monk is the golden chaos-loving fuck that we keep hearing about. I don't know... that's a death fall, by the way. It doesn't look like one, but it's a death fall. I don't know... yeah, like, I don't know if we're gonna get that confirmed for us, other than when we see visually. But, yes. Old monk is the golden one. The golden demon. I love gold. Who's this guy? Get back here. These guys. These bastards. Okay. Now you check the hitbox on that stairs. That was a little rough. Hey. Wait a second. There's this tower over here. There's that one way over there. There's 3. I thought this was the last one. A boink. A doink. Splunk. Kersplat. Another day of heroics for Venice. Get him. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's screaming? Is it screeching? Ugh. Oh, it was a birthing chamber. I think. Is this the hive mother? Stop, it's gross. I don't like looking at it. My thoughts exactly, dude. Oh, jeez. Alright, there's no going up from this one. It had all this spiraling is making me nauseous. You make me feel sick. Yes, I'm sitting here thinking about how broke that cable was. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so mad about what just happened. The stupid mic. And of course, it happened during 2 fucking cutscenes. 2 cutscenes! I took a break. I did a little writing, some personal stuff, did a little grocery shopping, and I got a new USB-C cable. Now this better, I'm looking at the cable right now. I'm fucking beaming it with my eyes. It better work. Okay? It better work. Better work. That's all I'm gonna say. It better work. Okay. Okay. So, because of being gone, I have completely lost my train of thought. I don't know, we were talking about spirals, we were talking about towers, and we knocked over with a big brain. I don't know, I'm scatterbrained now, but we're close to the end of the level in terms of function. We let out that, we dropped the big heart. We dropped it like a fucking pancake. Let that shit smack against the ground. And, unfortunately, we now have buggies. We have buggies up top. We got buggies up top, and I got buggies in my brain. Look at this, there's a buggy right here. Smack him on the head. Big ol' smack on the head. Big ol' buggy smack on the head. Sorry, I don't know. It's close to bedtime for me now. This is one of like the last things. One of the last things I'm gonna be doing today that requires brain power. And yet I have a weird influx of energy currently. What am I doing? What am I going? What am I doing? What am I doing? Wait, we should have gone down first. We gotta go explore the smushy fall heart. The fallen heart. I guess, if anything, don't get me wrong. I love Demon's Souls. I really do. I love this game. I especially love the original. I'm really glad that of these longer series, these ones that I try to put a lot of effort into to really make something of a unique Let's Play experience. I'm glad I did it first with Demon's Souls. Right, because this means in the future. This means in the future, when we get to games like Dark Souls, like some of my favorite games of all time, and we go to talk about those, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Like, I know what this experience is like, I know what not to do, and I know what to do a bit more. So that's one thing. That's one thing to look forward to, right? Because there's been a lot of messy parts of this experience, right? We had some audio bugs. There was an episode that's not at 30 FPS. Or that is at 30 FPS instead of 60. The first episode was also at a lower resolution. And now this. Now I had the audio bug. And that happened in some of my streams too, which I'm also very unhappy about, but I'm really hoping this cable, I'm looking at you, you little piece of rubber. Better work. Better work. Ring of Avarice. I didn't even need to spend 50k on it. It was pointless. It was completely pointless. I could have picked it up right here. Right on this guy. The gold mask and the Eepy Sleepy Rapier. Okay. Jeez. Okay, well, let's get back in the swing of things. Let's not stay mad. We get to see some cool stuff. This big heart, again, I don't know, it's an egg sac. It was making, what the fuck? It was making the little, the things, the centipedes. There's just bile and blood everywhere right now. And it's now clear looking at this is chains that are like loosely holding this thing together. One of the only things I can safely assume with this is I think whatever they're using that's melding the bodies together for the big body balls is probably was used in the creation of this horrid thing, right? I mean, the chains make it seem a bit more rough, but like, this is a mask that shouldn't exist. This is not natural. There's no way this is natural. But anyways, we dropped it, and this tube that its little tentacles running down, I guess, it's just fully clogged. It's just a big clogged toilet of blood clots and centipedes. This whole thing is disgusting. This whole thing is disgusting. And I want out. I want out of here. I want out. I want to get going. Fuck the mask and the rapier. Well, we can read those anytime. Anytime. Now that the heart has fallen, we can make our way up the tower, and Vimus is going to take his weapon, and he's going to put to rest whatever monstrosities await us. Who is attacking me? Let's arm ourselves appropriately. What would be the best for this boss? I don't know. I kind of want to keep using the dragon longsword, honestly. The enemies coming up are enemies I feel like just... maybe they'd be weak to fire? They're probably strong to magic, I bet. We'll try fire. We'll give fire a shot. We'll give fire a shot. Oh, I got this little side open now. You can hear my cat running around, probably. He's very fast. You hear his feet? His feet, they move quite quickly. Quite quickly. He's a swift feller. I got this spiral staircase here. It's pretty cool looking. Like, this is a very scenic view for this game. I quite like it. A little hard to hit. This guy's a real pain in the ass, so just wanted to make it a little easier on ourselves. Did we need to do it? No, really not. We really didn't. But I am in a mood to slay demons. No, I'm not in a mood to have a nice little time with demons. I would like to slay them. I would like to kill something. I would like to put my sword through something's body immediately. Something that is evil, so that my actions are pure and just, and there is no denying that I did the right thing. That is how I like my fantasy. I like it black and white. And thankfully, we're moving the world towards pure white to the tendency. To the tendency. There's nothing I can say, really. There's no commentary I can say to make up for how obnoxious... If you actually listened to it, if you actually listened to those 15 minutes with the audio fuck-ups, You are a trooper, whoever you are. I guarantee you most people won't, but if you did, that noise, that beeping noise of like a loose connection, whatever it is so annoying. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Focus on the game. Oh, he's playing with his little jingle bell. I'm just gauging if he's gonna stop and if I should cut off the recording for a bit, because I know I don't want that like bell in the background. I've had enough sounds I don't want in my recordings as of today. So, I'm gonna show you a little Easter. I hear you. You're really playing with that little bell, aren't you? Oh, he's such a little goober right now. He's in absolute silly mode. Sheesh. Don't eat your... That's your cat tower, man. Why are you eating it? It's so insane. Okay, we're not going to do the fight this way, but I would like to show you that you can do that. You can shoot the boss through the fog gate. I don't know if this works for every fog gate, but I have seen people do it for a cheese of this fight, so I thought it worth mentioning. Alright. Do you guys like Hall & Oates? Oh, nice jump. Oh, okay, I think fire was a good choice. Now, design-wise here. Oh, okay. Okay, the snake tail just bit him on the head. Sorry, we're seeing like a design thing like right away. There's a snake tail. He kind of looks like a gargoyle man of some kind. And now he's empowered right now. So the snake biting the head. Stop it. The snake biting the head. Whoa! I've never even seen that attack. I did not know he could do that. I guess he can do that while buffed. Okay, they've got the big yell, sonic scream. And they've got the little moonlight butterfly attack that we already saw. Sheesh, that one's a bit rough. Can you get down here, man? And they've got a pretty classic gargoyle design, but these are real gargoyles. These aren't stone gargoyles as we've seen thus far. That's a real... Where did he just go? Oh, it's a real guy. It's a real graggle. Ow! I was trying to block. All right, no more Mr. Nice Famous. All right, the oh, fuck. I should not have waited this long. All because I wanted to talk about design shit. You like that little delayed Elden Ring attack slam they've got? Oh, man, it's just giving me memories of Margit, bro. Alright, get me out of here. I need big heal. Okay, look. Look, there's a lot going on. This is actually one of the more difficult fights in the game, so I'm freaking out a bit. Alright, one down. That makes things a lot easier. What the fuck is going on here? Ow. See, the flying was not as good as it should have been for a fight, or as it needed to be for a fight like this. It was not done. Okay, this fight was is a bit unfinished. But you can cut the tail off, and it's not super. It's not like a super hidden fact because the. Oh, I just did. Because the tail has a cut mark on it already. Oh my god, that fucking delay shit is fucking with me. I think this is the most I've gotten hit in any boss fight outside of Flame Lurker. And it's to these broken fucks. They've got spiral magic, like the octopuses. And they eat men, apparently. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Oh. What a fight. What a fight indeed. Okay, so this is the tallest tower, and we were in the heart. We were in the heart in the like the second tallest one that looks like its roof was just utterly bursted off. Yeah, what a messy end to like a messy latter half of a video. But yeah, that's man-eaters. You know, they have snake tails and there are centipedes in this area. I don't know. I don't know what to think about man-eaters, really. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're an older race of Lotrians, and the gargoyle statues that we see everywhere were based off of them. I'm not so sure. Oh, it feels nice to be human again. It does feel nice to be human again. Alright, we'll look at a couple things before we go. But I think any additional discussion I'm gonna do is probably at the start of the next video, right? So what do we got? What do we got? We got a soul. We got a soul. The mixed demon soul. And of course, it really doesn't tell us much. It's the soul of the demon man-eater. It radiates strong power. Okay, it's classic, alright? Yeah. Oh, we got the Eepy Raper and mask. I think we'll also save that for the next episode, actually. We'll hold on to those things. And I don't think there's any rings we missed out on. I think we're caught up with rings. Yeah. Alright, so you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? We'll take a look at the spells. We'll level up, and I think we're gonna call it.
Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor me to assist one such as you, but are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, she doesn't have anything for that, actually.
If you're ever in need of... It is a dark...
Alright. Freaky boy! Freak!
You have your wits about you.
What can I make out of these, bro? What? Okay, maybe this is a weapon soul, maybe it's a miracle. Maybe there's a miracle for it. We don't have the guy that lets us make miracles yet, so we're actually gonna have to hold on to that. 17 unknown. Oh, that's the regular soldier guy soul. All those soldier boys we fought. Soldier gargoyle boys. So how's your guys' day been? Huh? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a better day than someone who's having audio issues. Because, I mean, there are worse days than that, but let's be real. It's a short list, alright? You can count them on one hand. I feel like I'm throwing coins into a water fountain. No, don't look, don't look, don't. Eat, eat souls, eat souls, eat souls. Crunch. Oh no, don't eat the craft, eat the souls! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, think of the children. It's Father, may we have a sliver of a soul? No, they're all for me. All for me. I don't know why the dad was a different accent than the kid, but maybe it's adopted. Eat. This is not actually all that many souls. I don't know if this is going to be enough to level up. Please, please. Oh, there's no way. Is it? Is it possible? Oh, it's enough. It's just barely. It takes so many goddamn souls.
Thou stent, soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
That was kind of a weird noise, wasn't it?
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let's
Dex.
Art thou done?
Yes, I'm done. Art thou done? Yes, I'm done. Look at that, 291, almost breaching 400. Well, there's so... Sorry, my cat just looked at the doorway behind me and I got like fucking wigged out for a moment. I didn't know if someone was gonna be there or not. I don't know, I just really paranoid moment. I don't do any substances. I'm good. I'm having a night right now. Okay, I need to stop being over dramatic. All right, okay, up until the point of the recording that we shall not speak about, this has been a pretty solid episode. I think we've seen some cool stuff. I will say, like, though, so far out of all the episodes, I think I think 6 was my favorite, just because it was so fun to talk about 3-1. It's just such a unique area. There's just so much cool stuff. But yeah, this part of Latria is still cool. It just man-eaters are you know, they're whatever, and a lot of this area kind of looks. It's very cool visually as like a vista and like in concept, but I feel like the finer details of it are a little The prison and Balat area as a whole are kind of most my speed. The next episode is going to be mostly cleanup of like I said, I'm like losing my mind right now. Next episode is just going to be cleanup of World 3 as well as the Archdemon, the final boss. Since it's very shortly after that man-eater's position we left. So we'll go and we'll be able to finish Lord Rydiel's questline, and then we'll die a bunch and we'll do like the Black Phantom stuff. We'll get like the colorless demon soul, and we'll fight like a Black Phantom of some sort. There's a couple more hidden areas to go to now that we're near the end. But yeah, it's just a little stuff. It'll probably be an episode a bit on the shorter side. But yeah. Anyways, despite all the silliness that happens, because of my, you know, my amateur understanding of this whole world, like Let's Playing. If you're still here, thank you so much for joining. And if you liked that video, this video, thank you. You don't have to. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything. That would be if I were to ask you to do things for me as a content creator. That's a silly thing. What a remarkably self-centered thing to ask something of you at the end of the video. You're just enjoying your day. You don't owe me anything. You've already given me your time. Even if you're doing something else while you're watching and listening to this, you've already given me your time. Okay? But thank you. Thank you a lot. It means a lot. I really like making these, and so even a little, I was about to say thumbs up, but I'm not going to ask you for a like, okay? Because that's silly. Why would I ask you for that? Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.